Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Crash Landing. In the last episode, we did some quests. We made some technological revolution quests. We did some stuff here. I believe we made the machines here and then did the thermal. I could be wrong on that. I don't quite remember. I have been I did a lot of smelting. We'll go look at that in a minute. I'm trying to get some more emeralds. Unfortunately, yeah, I've been standing here for about 5 minutes, helping that sift, and I got one. So it's not the best of ways to get emeralds. But anyways, today we're going to do some stuff and some things to try to make everything better. But yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of stuff except for iron. Iron's pretty much the only thing I don't have much of. But everything else I have quite a bit of. So today we are going to do some more quests. We're also going to prepare a little bit for going to the cities in the near future to try to get some more stuff. So I made up 16 unassembled PCBs and, well, I'll have, what, 6. I have enough capacitors and transistors for 6 more circuit boards. So let's go ahead and do this. So we get 6 printed circuit boards, and we're going to use these to make some more quest items. So one of the first things I want to do is I want to finish up the under pressure quest line. So we need to make a kinetic compressor. I forgot about that one, so I didn't put it there. So the kinetic compressor, this takes a lot of stuff. A machine frame. I think we have an extra machine frame. Let's see. I do. We do have an extra machine frame. Awesome. So let's see what all it takes. So machine frame. It does take a 300 circuit board. That is 3 circuit boards. So we're going to need a little bit of redstone. We're going to need some electrum as well. And I believe we're going to need the sulfur and the pulverized. So first of all, let's go ahead and make the first. So in order to get this, we need the 100 logic circuit board. Let's go ahead and get that. So nothing too difficult with this, but upgrading this is a little expensive. So in order to get the upgraded version, we need to have flux electrum blend and more circuit boards. So flux electrum, we need to grind up our electrum and put 2 pieces of redstone on it. We should be able to do this though. The only question is whether or not we have much power, because I've been running out of nether wart quite often actually. So let's see, fluid transposer, magma crucible. We're gonna need 6, 7, 8. Do I not have an? I never made an extra pulverizer. Whoops, I kind of forgot. I do have this one off, so let's do 4 electrum. I don't think we're going to need any more of the upgraded things today, so that's fine. We are also going to need some pyrotheum, blazing pyrotheum dust, and I can get that just with this. Cool. So we should be good to go. So 4 electrum. This will take a second, but we can make it pretty easily. Redstone, and there is the pyrotheum dust. We'll put that in there. And we'll get this flux electrum blend. So that's going to let us upgrade the circuit. We're going to need 2 more circuits to go with that. Oh my god, and I'm already out of circuits, pretty much. Pretty much the biggest thing getting more circuits is just getting the plastic. It's a little bit of a pain to get all the plastic, but it's not like terrible. So let's go ahead and do this. So let's see. Let's go downstairs to do this because we need some more plastic. Let's just use the green. I have a lot of green because we get it from creepers, but something like this, something like that, and there we go. There is the 300 logic expansion card. Now, what else do we need? We need redstone reception. It's a conductance coil. Let's put the flux electrum in here and try to get some of this sorted. So we need a piece of gold. We have plenty of gold, so it's not a big deal. So there is the redstone reception coil, the logic card. We're going to need some compressed iron, and what was the last thing? It was the hardened glass. And I don't believe I have any hardened glass just lying around, so we're going to need to go get some obsidian, and yeah, that shouldn't be too bad to do. So obsidian, kind of a pain, but not really. It's mostly just because getting it is hot to do. But let's go ahead and break this guy. And come over to our handy dandy little auto obsidian. And you can get more from, well, you can get the hardened glass from taking the obsidian and because it's, what is it, it's 8 for 2, it's 1 to 1, so you can actually get it from the smeltery as well, but while we're waiting, let's just sit here and do this. So once that's off, we'll go ahead and get all that stuff into the induction smelter, and 2 and 16 will give us a decent amount of stuff. Let's put this back. Cool. So we have 4 hardened glass now, and we'll keep the 2 for later. Chickens. Do we want chickens right now? We can get chickens. We already have chickens. Never mind. So this will be the kinetic compressor, and that's an item we're probably not going to use. Advanced tubes. Alright, so we need to make some advanced tubes. I was not anticipating this, but that's fine. Advanced tubes. The advanced pressure tubes require laser program. We have that, so hooking kinetic compressor to a regular pressure tube is a bad idea. But yeah, so the advanced pressure tubes we need, if we had the assembly program drill and laser, it would take another machine, but we should be able to do this. So 4 pressure chamber, what was it? Just pressure chamber valves. What's the recipe for these? Alright, that takes more stuff. You can use this to get pressure chamber walls, and alright, so let's do this the cheaper way. So 4 compressed iron plus this will give us this, and then we can do that to get the chamber valves, and we'll go ahead and put this in here, and it should work. So let's pop up here. I'm going to put the hardened glass in there. Hopefully I don't forget about that. So hopefully that is pretty much all we're going to have to do with that, but we'll see. I don't know that we're going to be able to do all the ME stuff today because we're going to need more circuits than we have. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does this require 6? 7. So we need 7. We have 3. So we need 4 more sets. We get plenty of plastic. 4 more sets is 12. So go ahead and do this. Let's switch this to... Oh, come on. Name contains. So we need 24. Oh my god, I'm misclicking all over the place. So 24, let's do the first 12. And we're gonna need more iron. But we can do the 24 just like this. So there's that. We're gonna need a little bit more of the squid. Actually, we could do it exactly. But I don't want to because that's a bad idea. So let's come out here. We'll go ahead and throw this into some water. And we just need some bone meal. Oh my god, I hate the squid plants so much. Alright, so let's see how much bone meal do we have. We can get a stack. We still only have 7 emeralds. That's kind of a pain. Alright, so let's just get close as we can. God, they float, which is the problem. If they didn't float, it'd be fine. 2, 3, 4. And of course, when they go too far, they don't actually do anything. It's a pain to get the squid seeds more than anything. All the other ones are pretty easy. So let's hope for the best with this. If it pops out the squid, then just do it again, I guess. The squid suffocates down below. Alright, this is a little bit better. And I think the squids can drop the seeds as well. That's kind of why they're called squid seeds. The lightning seeds, for example, I believe can be dropped when there's a lightning strike. Alright, let's get that much more. Kill these squids. Yeah, we'll get some squid seeds. Plenty of ink as well. Don't really need the ink, but let's head back down. Let's see if we can't get the rest of this stuff. So it needs more air. So let's pop those in there, and we have the advanced pressure tubes, manual detect, and then we need to make the advanced pressure gauge and regulation tubes. Wow, that's going to take a lot, so we need a lot of stuff. Okay, so we need to make regulator and gauge, and it's crafting. So the regulator requires advanced safety, advanced tubes. So we're gonna need like 3 pressure gauges. That's okay. Let's get a little bit of stuff. And I know we're going to need at least 2, so let's go ahead and do 2. Something like that, and then redstone on each side. I don't want to use that redstone. Alright, we have our first little bit of stuff. We have so much redstone that I'm not too worried about a lot of this type of stuff. So there is the pressure gauge. And then the regulators. We need 2 advanced safety. And then we need 2 more pressure gauges. So we're going to need 2 advanced safety, and then we need 3 in total. No, we need 4. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. We just want to make sure. So let's grab more gold. And 4. We need just a little bit. We need 3 more. Alright, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 levers. So it's something like this and that. There's the regulator, and we can claim the reward. We'll get some redstone back. We'll get a redstone energy frame and some conduits. All of that is really nice stuff, so definitely worth all of the stuff we had to just make. But we'll fill that up later. Do we have all of 12? Yes. And we're going to need some more plastic. I would like to go ahead and get that in there. And sorry for the motorcycle in the background. They drove by. Alright, let's get more plastic. Let's go get some water and some more food. And we'll continue kind of doing what we're doing. So, papaya. Let's grab all this stuff. So 11 more nether wart. As you can see, I did make some more soul sand between episodes. So we can make 3 more circuit boards. And wait, no, we can make 4. Do we need 4? I think we need 7 in total, so yes. Honestly, this isn't getting too bad to do anymore. It's just kind of annoying. So we can get rid of that. Let me look and see. So under pressure is completely done. The next thing I want to do is we're going to do some technological revolution. We're going to do the basic AE. So first things first, we need the ME chest. We're going to need a basic processor, which requires a logic expansion card. Now, the storage also requires a basic processor, which means we need 2 of those. And I almost forgot we need water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I miscounted, but oh well. I caught myself before I did too much. Alright, so we need, first of all, we need some logic expansion cards. So let's head down. We're gonna make 2 of those. So it's like so. And then redstone. So logic expansion cards. The first one, we're gonna need 2 of these. So we need, let's just take a decent amount of redstone. Actually, I have plenty of redstone up above here. So we're gonna need some silicon. Should not be too bad. And let's just grab a stack of redstone. Why not? And I have a workbench right here. So this is what gets us the basic circuits with applied energistics. Now these are used for a lot of things, and that was expensive. So that's something that we're going to want to keep in mind in the future. So first thing we need to make is this ME chest. It requires a conversion matrix. We're going to need some Fluix dust. We're going to need 2, so we're just going to need to grind up 1 nether quartz, but we're going to need another nether quartz as well. So we're going to need 2 for that one. Do we need any nether quartz for this? No. Then we're going to need, let's get a couple blocks of iron. Alright, so, oh no, my handle broke. That does occasionally happen. I was grinding up some stuff. So let's grind up a piece of nether quartz, and yeah, as you can see, it will break occasionally. I don't know how often, like what's the rate of breakage, but it happens. So we need nether quartz, Certus quartz, dust, and redstone in order to get the Fluix dust, and that is pretty much all we're going to need for the first thing. So it's like this. I believe it's nether quartz, our basic ME, and Certus quartz and iron. So it is going to be a little bit expensive on iron, but that's not terrible. It's just kind of annoying. Let's take a stack of this, and we're just going to make a stack of the Certus quartz, because that's the easiest way to do it. You can also sift for the Certus quartz, but it takes forever. So there is that. We need 2 glass and a chest. So 2 glass, and we're going to need a chest, so 2. And we should be able to make our ME chest. So this is the most basic thing in applied energistics. Not super useful, to be perfectly honest. The ME chest. So let's make sure that it did detect it. We're going to get some nether quartz for this, which is really nice. And now we need to make this guy. So something like so. We'll make the storage component, the storage cell rather. This, a little bit of redstone, some iron, and 2 pieces of glass. Easy, easy, easy. So yeah, that's expensive, but there we go. Now for this, it wants us to make the ME controller and the ME drive. And there's going to be a couple of things, but ME, let's just do that. So the ME controller requires an advanced processor. The Fluix crystals aren't bad, but it requires an advanced processor, which requires some fluxed electron blend and a 300 logic expansion card. So a lot of fluxed electron. That's a pain. And then the ME drive requires 2 more basic processors, so that's a lot of circuit boards. We'll do that another time. So for right now, let's go ahead and put this stuff back. And that is still going. Still only have 7 emeralds. We need 9 emeralds for a quest. So yeah, that's a very challenging quest to do. Let's put that in there, the iron in there. Because the ME systems also require power, and that's something we don't have much of either. So let's actually take this downstairs, and we'll put it in here. So yeah, let's move on to the next couple of things. We have another quest to do, so that's what I want to go ahead and do. Let's put that in there. What can we use this for? Usage. Okay, we're going to need it for a leadstone energy cell. And we're actually going to need 2 of these, so that is actually exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and, before we do another quest, I want to make a upgraded jetpack. So the jetpack we have right now is in here. It's not bad. It's the Leadstone jetpack. But if we can make it better, that would be awesome. So in order to make it better, we need Invar. We need a hardened flux capacitor. I don't know that we have. Actually, we might have those. We do. It's got charge. Alright, let's do this. And it's going to charge our jetpack. And we can uncharge it. I'm trying to think of what's going to be the best way to... Because I don't know if it will keep the charge. Do we have any other machines? We do have an interject infuser. So let's... for right now, let's just set this down, I don't know, right here. And I wish we could charge that. It will not charge. Alright, we could make one, I do believe. How bad is it to make? Oh, it's not bad at all, actually. So, go ahead and throw that in there. And we'll go ahead and make this stuff. So, we're going to need to grind up some coal, most likely. So, let's go right here. And yeah, we're going to need sulfur. So let's do 16 coal. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and help the gravel along a little bit. So if we can get the if we can get the sulfur, then we should be able to make this pretty easily. Otherwise, we'll have to wait until we can get a little bit of sulfur. We can get sulfur this way, right? Yeah, it's a 10% chance, but it's still a chance. There's not many other ways. Alright, let's get a stack and let's do another 16 in hopes that it will change. I'm not really using coal all that much anyways, so it doesn't matter too much to me. But yeah, so if we can make the upgraded jetpack, that'll help out a lot with survivability in the city. I want to go to the cities relatively soon. We keep getting diamonds. I'm so angry. We've got 13 diamonds now. I want to go to the city relatively soon to try to get more stuff. There's a couple more kind of quests to go loot the cities. I don't know that the cities we've found so far are going to have what we need, but having a jetpack that has a little bit more charge, we can do some more scouting missions and that kind of stuff. And even, you know, just kind of dealing with all of the stuff a little bit more would be nice. Just to, you know, kind of explore the cities, have some fun adventuring. It is terrifying because if we die, it's really bad, but we can kind of alleviate that with more bodies. One of these days, I will finish this wall, though. So, oh my God, are we not going to get any sulfur? It's a 10% chance. Come on. I know 10% is not that much, but I mean, doing an entire stack and not getting a single one is a little ridiculous. Is there any other way to get sulfur? Because I really don't want to use that one. Netherrack blaze rods is the best. It's a 50% chance. Induction smelting soul sand to get nether bricks, or a 1% chance from sand, which we don't have any sand hooked up, so yeah. That's not likely to happen. Alright, so sulfur. There we go. It only took a stack to get one. That's a little ridiculous. But the pulverized coal, we can use that for a few different things. We can make gunpowder with more sulfur. We can make pyrithium dust with more sulfur. We can make steel. That wouldn't be bad, actually. We can make liquefied coal, which you can use for fuel in a compression dynamo. Not actually bad things, just not super useful, to be perfectly honest. So let's pop downstairs. We do most of our crafting down here. So all that can go in there. Yeah, that should be good. So first things first, we need to make a hardened. We need a lot of Invar. So let's go ahead and get 2 ferrous blocks and 4 iron cooking up. To break this, I did this just to kind of speed up the processing of all the the ore. So we'll put this back. Honestly, I just need to make another casting basin. I could move this, put another faucet here, and have that there. I think that might be a good idea. Oh, pattern chests don't keep the patterns in this version. Huh, nice to know. Alright, so let's break this, put that there, and then we can put all of these patterns right here. Huge cobblestone tiles can go in there, and put that there for right now with an ingot. So this will melt down. We'll get some Invar from this. So we need sulfur. We need Invar, lead, tin, and copper. So I believe it's copper first, lead, and redstone. So let's get just a decent amount of redstone, and it's something like this. And then with 54 Invar, we have a lot of Invar now. We're gonna need a bit for this upgrade, so there is that. We have the leadstone energy pack. Now we need to make hardened thrusters. We need 2 of these. Oh, this is gonna be expensive. So we need hardened energy conduits, first of all. We need 4 of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and use these. Also, we already had hardened glass. I need to check that more often. Alright, so we have all that. Let's see, what else do we need? We're gonna need, I know we're gonna need redstone blocks. We're gonna need 4 of these and a good bit of lead. So for the thrusters, we're gonna need hardened energy cells, which means we're gonna need 4 of these, right? I want to make sure it's 2 each. Yep, we need 4. So I need to go get a lot of glass. So let's see. Do we have? Nope. I have 4 sand. I have 3 in there. Okay, let's grab. Honestly, let's grab some gravel. And we're going to make some sand. And yeah. I need a hammer. Do I have any hammers left? No. Alright, let's grab stick, hammer. And we'll get some glass going. And there's a lot of other things we're going to need for this. We're going to need some pneumatic servos, so we're going to need to start getting some more seared brick. That is going to be fun. Sarcasm, but it's not terrible. It's just kind of annoying. So let's eat our sandwich. And honestly, we're getting close to the end of the episode, so we're gonna have to wrap it up relatively soon. We might not be able to finish everything we want to today, but let's go ahead and put down here. Let's see. I have a couple blocks of charcoal. Let's go ahead and put that here. We'll put entire thing of a stack of stone. Let's turn it on, and yeah, hopefully we can get enough. We need 2 pneumatic servos, and we don't have any just lying around. Pneumatic servos are annoying because they required sear stone and more glass. So what else are we gonna need? We need redstone reception coils. So we need 2 of these. That is probably the easiest thing so far. And then for all of these energy cells, we're gonna need 3 copper each and more electrum. Probably gonna need a lot more of this stuff. So 3 copper each. That's like that. And we should be good to go. So as soon as we get all of the glass, we should be able to make at least some progress. So there's 13. I should have some glass in here, right? 14, 15, and come on, 16. 16. So we're not going to get to the last bit of quest that I wanted to do today, but that's fine. So there's that. Leadstone energy cells, we need all of those. What is on the bottom? We need the coils first. Let's go ahead and get the 2 of these coils. Alright, so that is that, and then we get more Invar, and that's exactly how much we need. So there's the hardened energy cells. Those go like that. Redstone reception coils. What else? We need the hardened energy conduits, and I had a leadstone flux capacitor. Whoops. But that's fine. The logic expansion cards, which I don't have yet. So we need plastic and redstone, and that should be all that we need for right now until we can get, let's see what goes on top. It's Invar. That should be the rest of the Invar that we need, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes. Cool. So we just need the pneumatic servos. So not quite enough. Yet, I don't believe. So 16, come on, there we go. Because it's 144. We need more. We always need more. One of these days, I'm just gonna smelt up a ton of this stuff. Let's get another stack of cobblestone, and We'll put that into the system. 2 stacks should be a little bit better, right? Hopefully. How much are we? 264. God, that's so much cobblestone, and it's not really doing much of anything. So, yay. So we just need 2 more pieces of redstone. So while we're waiting on that, let's come up here, and there's a few things I want to grab. The first thing we're going to want to make is a sleeping bag. This allows us to set our spawn pretty much anywhere. Okay, I take that back. It lets us sleep through the night without setting our spawn. So let's get some wool and something like this. No, how is it? I was close. So there is the sleeping bag. It does have durability, but it's not really used, so it doesn't really matter. But it is really nice to have. We are going to want it definitely for our adventures. Why am I sweating? Why am I so hot? I don't know. Anyways, let's put that in here. I kind of always forget about the sleeping bag, to be perfectly honest. But last thing we're going to want is to make armor for our jetpack. So that is going to take a little bit of stuff. The coal can go in there. Still only have 7 emeralds. I'm really mad about this. So let's turn that on. We have plenty of power right now. I mean, this is gaining power. Let's eat our sandwich. Alright, so we should have 3, 4, right? I think it's just 4. Yes. And once we have all of this stuff, 352, that should be at least 2 ingots. We have 80. 96. Alright, so we'll be there in a moment. So in order to make the armor for the jetpack, can we make the armor jetpacks? No, doesn't look like it. Never mind. Because I think, yeah, the armors are disabled. That's a but oh well. Alright, there is the last piece of seared stone. Let's go upstairs. And honestly, there's a couple things that I want to do relatively soon. We need to make this place look a little bit better. Get things organized and all that fun stuff. A little bit better than what it is now. So something to look forward to in the future is going to be kind of revamping of this entire base. But there's the hardened energy, hard thrusters, hardened flux capacitor, and the hardened jetpack. So that is going to help out a lot because the hardened jetpack has a much higher charge rate, and we can use that to kind of get around the city a little bit better. So last thing we're going to want to do is charge it, which is just going to require us to come over here. Honestly, I'm just going to put it right here. That's going to take a charge. It's going to take a while to charge up, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time, I don't know what we're going to do. We're either going to complete some more quests, or we're going to head to the cities and kind of explore around. So one thing we could do is just kind of go in this general direction, or we could go this way. We haven't gone this way yet. Take a whole bunch of supplies and just go explore. I think that would be fun. We haven't done that in a while, so I think that's what we're going to do in the next episode. We're just going to go explore and see if we can't find some stuff and kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!